Hey, Larry Gross, Mountain Stage, and our guests today are WPA. They got a new record right here. It says right there, Works Progress Administration. Down there, Glenn Phillips, Sean Watkins in the middle, and Mr. Luke Buller right here.
I would hold you close, kiss your mouth, say you're the only one. How I need you now, you're already gone. I finally said things you should have heard before. I'm through with the in-betweens, but you're already out the door. I would run down to the deep.
Did you start out acoustically, or did you start out rock and roll?
No, I started out rock and roll, I guess. I mean, Toad got together when I was about 14.
Oh, well then,
I was a freshman in high school, and you know, we all met up in, I think it was a production of Oklahoma. We did Oklahoma and Our Town that year. And so, you know, so I was doing that, and the band broke up around 97. So been playing since then, almost entirely solo acoustic, and had, you know, little projects here and there. But, you know, probably the biggest change in, you know, playing with other people was when I met Nickel Creek, you know, right around the turn of the century. So,
well, you guys were here, like at Mutual Admiration Society, right? Which was basically,
yeah, that was sort of, yeah, it was our first musical.
Yeah, and it was Pete, I mean, the same drummer who's on this, which he'd played on a solo album of mine. So once again, these are people who've been friends for a very long time. You know, when Sean and Sarah, you know, back to Largo, when they do the Watkins Family Hour, Greg Leese, who plays pedal steel, Ben Montench, the keyboard player, they're, you know, sitting in with them every week when they're in town, and you know, bringing in songs for Sarah to sing, and so I mean, it's a good group of friends.
Well, I could end this now, but I could leave you cold, and I could break your heart with a single blow. I know you're softest spine. You shouldn't trust me so. Oh, it would be so easy, but I could end this now.
Each of us had some songs that we had written, and when we came together to do these shows, we just we needed some material, you know, so we worked some of the songs up, and then there's a song that Glenn and I co-wrote together that was kind of we wrote for this project, and but yeah, just a lot of these songs were songs that everybody had around.
Yeah. So you guys see this as like a one-off project, or is this a group that's ongoing?
It's going to be ongoing, but it'll probably change form a lot. When we did the original one, we didn't have a name, we didn't have anything, and we just made this record, and we hadn't really, none of us had stopped to think, oh, how are we going to tour? Like, how are we going to do this in the future? And so, you know, it's solidified into kind of a smaller group, although when we're around LA, when we're in other places, people come and go, but it's been, it has actually been more of a work in progress than we thought it would be. So, you know, we're going to be probably recording again next year, and just try to, you know, not exactly sure how we put it out and what the configuration will be.
All the guests are gone and the hall is bare. I'm alone with my mistakes. The answer still remains at large. Is this a wedding or a wake? A wedding or a wake?
That's a great record, and it's a great sounding record too. Did you do this quickly? Was it like a 2-week project?
It was 5 days.
5-day project.
We were rehearsed for 3 days in Sean's. The picture in the middle of the gatefold of the record is this house where Sean and Sarah rent a room and practiced in the living room there, and then 5 days recorded it live on the floor. So
the back picture's on our front porch.
yeah.
So that's so.
Yeah, that's us rehearsing.
Okay, so
When
you
we-
rent
That
a
was when
place
we were
here.
learning the songs, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, yeah, you can see it's a cast of thousands here in the back. But I'm glad you're able to do this and travel because oftentimes people make these hybrid groups come together. They make a record, and then that's it, and you never get a chance to hear them.
Yeah.
So, and it'll also obviously make you have a more organic sound. And if you want to do something in the future, it'll give you more of a band feel if you go out like this. Y'all are all used to touring with various groups, so that part of it is old hat. But with this group, it isn't. And so, why did you decide on the name?
The Shackletons was taken.
That's funny. I just saw that.
There you go. And considering the lyrics, the Shackletons might have been a better. It's kind of a downer. But
Trapped in Antarctica.
Yeah, but it just seemed. I mean, once again, because it was a community project.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of people getting together who, had no reason to be there other than to want to, and lifting each other up and. Work dignity through work is how we look at it.
That's great, and it's a good place to stop. There's plenty of dignity, a lot of good work, and I thought about that. It's kind of a collective in a sense, in the best sense of the word. Great musicians come together, make a fine album. WPA. Mountainstage.org is the place to find out more.